This stream is proudly brought to you by whatisZS.com. That's right, everybody wants to know what ZS is. It should have been released by now. Yes, and once again we apologise for the delay in the ZS being released. Due to the COVID virus, packing of the product could not go ahead and the release of the product could not happen at such time, and hence we're going to have to hit the government up for a hand to get the product out once this is all over. And it put a big staunch on everything, it did. And yes, deals that I had set up to get this all launched didn't take place, so I do apologise to everybody. It will be launched as soon as this coronavirus issue is over. And yes, I'm once again talking about the coronavirus, but I'm going to talk about something else. There's a link, and I'm just trying to find that link. I'm going to put that link in the chat room. You want to go and check this video out, folks. I nearly shit myself and cried after listening to it. Something we have all been waiting for has actually happened. And don't know if I'm allowed to actually do that, but that was accidental. It does have Creative Commons on this video, and I strongly advise everybody to go and listen to this video. Made me cry. Hang on, I'm sorry, I'm just cut and pasting it so that I can get it into the chat so that all of you can go and link to the video. I strongly advise you, if you are a Christian, to go and watch this video. I strongly advise it. I've sort of been subscribed to him for about a month now, maybe a bit over a month. You might have noticed there's been a change in my videos and things like that. This is one of the things, but this to me is a bit of a shock. And when I watched it, after listening to it, I had tears coming down my eyes, and it's about time. Trust me, you all want to go and see this video. Click on the link, go and watch it. For God's sake, please go and watch this video. If you are a Christian, you want to survive through the coronavirus, listen to this video. Very similar to what we'd been saying anyhow. It sort of was the reason why we'd been pushing for the lockdown and everything like that. But our figures were based on mathematics, and then I originally got pasted this link in my video, and it wasn't this actual link, it was to one of his other videos, and I started subbing to him about a month ago. But I strongly advise you to go sub to this channel, for God's sake. If you're a Christian, go and sub to this channel. And scary at first, but when you think about it, it makes you wonder why we haven't been told. This channel's been around for a long period of time, apparently. So go and check that video out. It will spin the shit out of all of you, and I guarantee you by the end of the video you will have tears in your eyes. I guarantee it. And if it can make a grown man like me cry, it'll make you cry. It'll make any believer cry. And you need to actually watch this video. You seriously need to go and watch that video, and only those watching the stream or this video will actually see that link. I'll put it in a couple of times. So it was the old saying, many are told but few find the path. Well, I found the path. Fucking definitely found the path. So it sort of gave me credence to what I've been saying for a little bit of time and everything, but it is scary to think that he's been back for some time. So might explain a few things, might explain the effect, might explain everything that is going on at the moment. All I know is that you want to go and visit that link, for fuck's sake. Go and visit it. And it will change your life, change mine. And just his first couple of vids, but just singing. But then this video came out, and yeah, sort of threw me for a six. I forget when it came out actually. When did it come out? Oh, lost my mouse, I lost my cursor. It came out 2 days ago, I think it came out. Yeah, 2 days ago. So, yeah, this stream's pretty short, really, and because I just wanted to talk about this video. I've been trying to tell people, I've been trying to post it on a few pages myself. I don't know why it's still only saying a few views, because I know I've viewed it about 20 times. I know about 30 friends have viewed it, and I know everybody that I know has viewed this video already, because trust me, I've been sharing this video for 2 days now, and yet it still says, oh, actually it doesn't say. It doesn't say that how many views. Oh no, it does still. It's still only saying it's got 28 views, and I can guarantee you it's more than 28 people that I know have watched this video. This has pretty much gone through my whole church, and it's, yeah. There were rumours, and there's been rumours and rumours and rumours for years. So, let's just say I don't think it's a rumour anymore, folks. I do not think it's a rumour anymore. And all I can say is, yeah. That video there is not all, these first couple of videos, cringy music, yeah. But check this latest one out. Check that video that I've just pasted in there. I'll put it up again. Copy. Check that video out, Data. Yeah, I still subscribed. I saw it and thought, yeah. But then this came out 2 days ago, Data, so you want to watch that video. So, yeah. Oh, Red Dragon, you come in here, talk shit like that, you get put in time out, and then you get hidden from the channel, so see you later. See you later, Red Dragon. Won't be commenting on my channel ever again. So, you can't do anything, Red Dragon. All it comes up and just tells me that you're still trying to post your messages, and it just comes up telling me that you're all hidden permanently, so... Yeah, but well, I strongly advise you to go and watch that video. Trust me. Yeah, his other videos are just singing, but yeah, this one's not. I've been trying to work that out myself, Data. What the hell it is? Yeah, I've been trying to work out what that sound is myself. Doesn't seem to be part. It seems to be part of the recording, but not part of the recording. So I don't know. Yeah, it's angelic what it is. That's for sure. So we don't know. But all I know is I'm sharing this with as many people as I can, and I've been sharing. I shared it with Lone Eagle because yeah, it's been a spin out actually seeing it and listening to it. And might explain why the governments are acting so strange at the moment too. Did you ever think about that? When you think about this Data, they've seen this, and then all of a sudden shit starts happening. Yeah, like, yeah, it's too scary, folks. That well, there's been songs I've heard people singing for months that he's back. People on the street corners saying he's back, but you don't take much notice of them because they're just that. It's just a couple of them, you know, the ones that turn around and drive you nuts. Yeah, they've been the ones that the thing. But I haven't actually heard it come from a. Oh well, Data. Look at the tattoo. Look at the tattoo. It's exactly what is said. And trust me, translate it. Translate the other words. You're going to get a bit of a shock. Yeah. and some of them are translatable for those of you that don't have that just need a keyboard. Yeah, translate some of those languages in those tattoos. Yeah, you get a bit of a shock. That's what I did anyhow. The ones I could translate, the Chinese character ones I couldn't, the other character ones I didn't know what they were, so I couldn't type them in to translate it, but the ones that I could type in, I typed it in and it pretty much said the same thing. So, yeah. But all you can do is sit and believe, and I'm a believer, so I'm going to believe Data, and I'm going to hold to that belief. Because let's just say, check the scripture, and the scripture matches the message, 100% matches, and yeah. So what do you do? And yeah, I know I haven't been doing much on the other channel videos, and everybody knows your channel is the important channel, and I know that. And but we've had a coronavirus scare going on, and I've been trying to do my part. And because I am ex-emergency services, so I've re-volunteered. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I've re-volunteered. But all I can do is answer phones. But yeah. I actually do, Data. My oath I do. I actually do. I truly believe he's walking the earth right now. 100%. 100%, Data. 100%. And I think a lot of others do too. You think about everything what's going on, Data, everything that's going on is predicted in the Bible. When I put out my plan, I based it on time periods. I based it on 16 days for the virus, 14 days on surfaces, 14 days for the human to contract it and gestate it, and 10 days as a buffer to make sure they're healthy again, is what I based my plan on. And then, yeah, I've heard others saying it. They're all now saying it needs to be longer than what they're doing, and that's the thing. It sort of does need to be what this dude is saying. And yeah, it's scary as hell. It is scary as hell, folks, that we're in a situation where we're all locked down. I've been locked down for days and I don't have to worry. I've had to do 2 emergency jobs, yes, because unfortunately my service is classified as an emergency service. And I have to actually, because I'm the only one in this region, I've been the one that's had to go and do 5 call-outs. Fair enough, I didn't have to talk to the people. I organised payment a different way so that I didn't have to touch anything. And but unfortunately, because of what I do with rescue, because I don't emergency service anymore, but I'm rescue people from the bees when the bees get in home. So that's what I sort of do. It's how I've been filling up my time for years, even though I've been sick for a while. I started to get back into it this year. But, yeah, I've had about 6 people freaking out. Turned out it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And, Data, look, I'm not going to get into all the crap. Trust me, either watch the video or don't believe it. I'm sorry, Data, but I believe it. And I believe everybody should believe it. Trust me, go and watch it for yourself. And sorry, Data, but yeah, if you don't want to believe it, you don't have to, and I don't ask you to. So, but I'm just trying to pass it on to others. Data, I've seen it, others have seen it, and I believe everybody should see it. And so what if it's cringy music? Yeah. If you listen to it longer, Data, you'll find out it's not just cringy music. So maybe you should listen to it a bit longer, and maybe then you will realise. But I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm just telling you my opinion. That's all I've ever done. If you don't want to believe me, well, that's your opinion. So, and you're allowed to have your own opinion. I've always allowed that. G'day, Belinda. How are you, darling? And no, I'm not going to burden you with being a moderator, Belinda, on my channel. You're a guest in this channel, always are, darling. So, and you do a wonderful job up on Rachel's channel. This is the video. That link that I was trying to share with everybody, Belinda, that I've sort of been watching his channel for a month, and this appeared on his channel a couple of days ago. And watch, I think it's don't know whether it's 30 seconds or a minute into the video that it stops being cringy music and tattoos, and then the real message comes out. So yeah, you want to watch it. It made me cry. Serious, Belinda, I cried. I watched that and I thought, yep, everything going on. No, I know you didn't ask. Oh, no, I've had a couple of other people but say, oh, you should make Belinda a moderator on your channel. I'm not going to burden you with that anyhow. Not on my channel, mate. You're a guest here, so. Yeah, well, first he's got to announce himself, Data. How is everybody going to know that he's here? Think about it. What's the best way for him to tell everybody he's here? Think about it. What's the best way? In this current day and time, what's the best way? He has chosen the best medium to get his message out. So, I believe, Data. Sorry. Don't want to believe? Yeah. So, the Bible's written by man, Data. Not by him. The Bible was written by man. Sorry, you want to look into that, Data, you might find that a very big shock that the Bible was actually written by man. And it was. The Bible was 100% written by man. And worship, by the way, is workship. Means workship. You work. Data, you're going to get blocked if you keep on telling me that I'm worshipping the Antichrist. I'm sorry, but I'm very serious about that. I will block you. If you start trolling on my channel, Data, you will get blocked, and you know you will. So I'm giving you one last warning, Data. Don't do it anymore. And I'm deleting that comment, and I will be placing you into timeout, like everybody does get. So, and unfortunately it puts all your messages, disappears. Because please don't come and troll in my channel, Data. I don't care what your belief is, you do not bring your belief in here. I'm trying to put my message across, not, what you believe. And don't force it down my throat, because I am a believer. So, yes, that's what happens to you. Even if you are a subscriber, you will get blocked. You will get, if you continue with it, you'll get timed out at first, and all your messages get deleted. And then if you continue, I will block you, Data. So please don't come in here telling me, a believer in God, that I should believe your view and that I am worshipping the Antichrist. I'm sorry, Data. You are asking to be blocked if you do it again. And I will, in a heartbeat. And I don't like doing that to my subscribers, but when they start telling me shit like that, yeah, it's sort of, if you want to make your own channel update, please go and do so and put your own beliefs out on your own channels. I'm trying to share a video that I have seen myself, and I personally believe, because everything that is said in the Bible seems to match what's happening right now. Everything seems to match everything that is happening right now, including the ID. And if you read the words, it says exactly that. A mark upon his thigh. And it will read, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Couldn't be written any clearer. And that's what you're seeing in this video. And I strongly urge everybody to go and check this video out for yourselves. Make your own opinions, please. Make your own opinions. But don't force your belief upon me. I'm not trying to... If you want to watch my videos, that's not me forcing my belief upon you. That's me doing a video, you watching the video. Just told me that I was worshipping the Antichrist, Belinda, so I timed her out. But the thing is, it sort of yeah, all I'm trying to do is share something with you and tell you what I think, that I believe, and then I'm being told I'm worshipping the Antichrist. Well, I look at that video and I'm seeing the exact thing that's written in the Bible that is going to happen is happening right now, with everything else that's happening, which sounds to me pretty much like the last days in Revelations, exactly as it's written in Revelations. And then this appears 2 days ago. Well, other videos were there before that, but then this video appears. And after about a minute or two into it, it's not music anymore, it's language. Language that's clear to understand. And yeah, so I'm a believer. That's all I can say is I'm a believer. And I strongly urge you to go and watch the video for yourself. And yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no one would. No one would. But I don't like people turning around and saying I'm worshipping the Antichrist, because I've seen a mark in a video that said will happen in the last days when he returns, and I'm seeing that exact thing online, not just in one language but in multiple languages. That to me says that, yeah, this time this is the one. So everything that was said in the Bible's happening. Everything. The trumpets, all the big trumpet sounds that have been heard all over the world. All over the world. And it says that the trumpeters will blow. No one knew where those sounds come from. And then all these sort of things started happening, and you want to watch the other videos and you want to watch the little book that he's holding in his hands. Little seals tend to get broken each video, so yeah, watch that as well. So yeah, it's up to yourselves what you want to believe. It's sort of, if you're not a Christian, yeah, well, you don't have to believe. But trust me, I'm believing. I'm doing exactly what he's saying to, because I've actually been trying to lobby to have something similar done anyhow. So there is a rhyme to his reason, as far as I can see. But when this video turned up, yeah, I cried. I heard his voice. Oh, computerised version of his voice. I still heard his voice. And that to me ripped through my soul. Something shocking. And I mean it, ripped through my soul. It changed the way I think about things. Changed my concepts of rushing to do everything, and was more like, take it easy, dude, just settle down and go with the flow, just do everything you need to survive. And i.e. don't go out. And as I said, I've had to do a couple of emergency jobs. I'm hoping no more come up, because I will actually have, I'm about at the stage where I'm going to say, sorry, will not be answering any calls for the foreseeable future, and shutting the rescue service down altogether. So unfortunately, people are going to have to live with bees in their walls for a little period of time. So if you've got bees in your walls in my area, I'm really, really sorry, but I'm going to be locking down very soon. And in this video, I was planning to build a aeroponics tower to show people how to garden in a small amount of space. And I've actually managed to work out how to get 48 plants into the aeroponics tower. I had to build it a little bit bigger, not height-wise, but I just went outwards. Instead of a 100mm pipe or 150mm pipe like they use, I went out and I bought a 250mm pipe, and you can actually quite successfully get 48 plant holders in it. Yeah, so yes, there's a lot. Everything's happening, Belinda. Everything is happening, and it's scary. It's sort of, look what's happening to us, right? You look what's happening to us, and those of you in that channel know exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm streaming on all my channels. And look what's actually happening to all of us. And if that is not what's written, yeah, nothing is. And it's happening to everybody all over the globe. And Data, you can come back in, providing you don't try and say that I'm worshipping the Antichrist. your 3 minutes would be definitely up by now. But yeah, it's just something you've got to realise that these things happen. And like, what gets me is like everybody's interpretation. Everybody's interpretation is different about the last days. And but when you start to see those things all of a sudden falling into place, the birds will fall from the sky. I've always thought that was planes falling from the sky, but now I'm beginning to think they'll be taken from the sky. Think about it. How many planes are flying at the moment? Not many. You pretty much just see a little helicopter flying over, and the birds will fall from the sky. And they're actually already been doing that. They've been falling from the sky for years. So everything that is happening all over the world is okay. United States run allowed to buy seeds because they're non-essential. Yeah, we still can buy seeds here if you're lucky. But see, I didn't actually have to buy seeds, but I did want some fresh seeds. So while everyone was running around like little chooks with their heads cut off, running around trying to get that toilet paper, trust me, I know exactly what time to go, where to go to get my toilet paper, i.e. be the first in line. And I know what time I've got to get up in the morning to go and get it, and I do get the toilet paper. You just got to know what shop, what time they open. You ring and talk to them, and you find out what restrictions they have on getting in there and everything like that. And yeah, it's all written down. Everything's already written down, and we're seeing that come to being right now. The trumpet's sounding. Everybody's saying, oh, I'm hearing this really weird trumpet. What is it? For God's sake, go and read the Bible. Oh, you want to know what the trumpets are? Go and read the fucking Bible. Fuck. And you wonder why my preacher calls me the swearing preacher. But there's a lot of things happening, folks. And I'm telling you now, you want to start preparing yourself. If you don't have the means to build something, well, there's ways to build it. Everybody's most probably got a bit of downpipe sitting around somewhere. Everybody's got a fountain or a pond. You can turn those ponds and those fountain equipment into aeroponics towers. All you have to do is re-rig it so that the water's going up to the top of the aeroponics tower. It's still going to have it as a fountain, but just draining back into the system and then splashing out and doing everything. So you can do the whole lot with it. There's different things that you can do. I've bought Grow Up. They're Grow Up gardens. They're like a wire frame. Oh, they had other versions of it where you just screwed them to the wall and just stuck these things on. But they cost me $100 for 10, and to buy the same amount of different pots at I ended up paying $20 and I got 9, so yeah, $20 compared to $100. So I just bought all the different ones that had all the wire cages on it, all the pots, and enough room to grow multiple vegetables in. So bought the timber and everything like that. I had to stop at Bunnings to pick up some stuff to clean inside the wall. And I picked up a bit of H4, so I'm going to split the H4 down the guts and run it along the wall and screw me things to the wall. I've got my new home gardener. I pulled it out of the box. I just haven't assembled it yet, so I've got to go back in the shed and finish assembling it. And I'm going to strip the old one for parts, because there's still a couple of good parts on the old one. The motor's no good. The gears are no good because they all went underwater, but still parts on it. Still can use all the throttles and shit like that, so they'll be backups for the new one. And I'm going to get out and I'm going to till all the lawn. I'm going to turn all the soil. I'm going to plant a garden out there, and I'm going to be planting cabbage, collie, all the winter crops and stuff like that. The very first time I ever planted broccoli, I didn't realise it was a winter veg, so I didn't really get much broccoli. I got seeds. Plenty of seeds. I kept them too. But when you turn around and you start preparing for things and everything as a prepper, you're not as panicked and things like that. I guarantee you, guess what I'm opening after this is all over? I'm going to open a prep shop. Yep, I'm going to be opening a prep shop, and I'm going to be, I'll make a bit of money out of it. Because why? Everybody's going to become a prepper after this. Everybody's going to become a prepper. So, and you're mad if you don't. You're seriously mad if you don't, because prepping is not just for end of the world scenario like this. Prepping is, what if I lose my job? How am I going to eat? Like right now, a lot of people don't have work, right? If you had been a prepper, you would have food, so you don't have to worry about this thing. And so yeah, it just, you've got to turn around and do everything that you can. You've got to make everything happen. I don't think God's caused this thing. It's man-made. Trust me, this virus is fucking man-made. There's no two ways about it. This was made by fucking man. And it was made in the lab at Wuhan because the head researcher of this thing went missing. So I'm also putting the link in the description now. So it's now in the description, folks. So you can just go to the description and click on the link. But this could be part of Agenda 21. We don't know. But all I know, it says in the last days that, because I'm pretty sure it says that in the last day, the devil's going to do what he can to ruin the world. And then bang, God's going to come back. Well, maybe not God, but him. Let's just say I think the way he's announced himself is most probably the best way. Belinda, you think about it. What other platform can a man get to the whole world? Yeah, YouTube. Everybody uses YouTube. So think about it. Best way. There's his link. Go and see his video. Because people like me are going to keep on sharing his video. Believe are going to do this. They're going to share his video and make sure people see it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I've shared it so many times on Facebook. Shared it so many times on my Twitter. So strongly advise you to do the same as well. Because to me, yeah, that's all the proof I needed. Because that's the exact proof that he said and was foretold that he would have, and the only proof that he was going to use. Not all the other signs, it was the only proof. One thing, on his thigh, a name written, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. It's not just written in English, it's written in other languages. On his thigh, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. You've got to see the video, guys. You've really got to see the video. You're mad if you don't. And I guarantee you by the end of it, you'll all be crying. And you're always full of love, Belinda. That's one thing everybody loves about you. Everybody loves about you is you're always full of love, darling. Always full of love. And we need that, especially at the moment. We all need love. That sort of, like my pups. I had the lady freaking out and trying to tell her, like, all she's got to do is give the pup love. Eventually gave the pup love, and guess what? Yeah, everything changed. She's quite happy now. But, yes, but it's taught me a lesson. Never, ever sell to a person that's never owned a dog before. God, they drive you nuts. So now I'm betting everybody, haven't owned a dog, don't come and try and buy one off me because you won't get one. It's serious, you won't. Everybody's saying, oh, well, we don't want to take one now, or we'll wait until the next litter. Well, there won't be another litter until I get rid of these ones. It's amazing. No one wanted them. When the scare first happened, no one wanted these dogs, but everybody now knows that this is going to go on for some time. And they're going to start needing watchdogs for building sites and different things like that. And you'd be surprised how many times I knock people back saying, oh, we want a dog to watch our yard and everything like that, and we set up an automatic feeding. I've said no way, straight up. They get a no way answer. These dogs have got to go to homes that they're going to be loved. It's sort of, you don't buy a dog just to leave them in a yard. You buy a dog to look after you, and you make sure those dogs love you just as much. Even when they're pups, those dogs love me, and I guarantee you I can meet up with any one of the pups that I have sold in 30 years, well, not 30, in say 12 years' time. That dog will remember me because I looked after it. And some people think there's a lot of rush on dogs because everybody just wants a companion. Yep, I say no to those ones. People that want a watchdog, yeah, I'll sell them a dog. Why? Because one, that's what they're trained to be, is watchdogs. But not watchdogs for a factory. These are watchdogs for the family. Because those dogs, you want that dog to protect you, it's got to have love. Without love, it's not going to protect you. So trust me, if you're buying a dog just for company, don't do it. If you're buying a dog to protect you whilst this crisis is happening, yes, then buy a dog. Because you need a watchdog, and if you need a watchdog, yeah, buy a dog. But buy a dog, don't buy a pup. Let mum and dad train those pups before you buy it. 8-week-old pups, yes. Some breeders, they get rid of them as quick as they can. I don't care. I've had pups up to, 30 weeks I've sold pups at. And sold them as watchdogs. Because they've been trained by mum and dad. Yeah, it's a bit of a rant today. But I wanted to share more about that video. I'm just making sure everybody that watches this and watches the video and watches the stream later gets to see that link. It will be in the other chat. It will be in the description of the video when the video is uploaded to each of the channels. And yeah, I believe that all of you are going to be the same as me. Cry when you watch it. At first, it sort of scares the shit out of you. Then you watch it and you listen to it. You know it's real. There's no fear in the voice. None. No fear. And that's what it should be. Announced with a loud voice. The biggest voice I could imagine is YouTube. I found his channel. Others have found his channel. And I bet you somehow I think I'm one of these 15 that he mentioned in the video because I've been subbed for a month. And yeah, so. But this is life. This is the life we are faced with. Is everything that is happening in times? Could be, big time. Is it Agenda 21? Yeah, definitely could be. Because the governments don't seem to be really reacting. That's the problem. The governments aren't reacting. So why aren't they reacting? Right? They've had a plan. They've had multiple plans that will work, and I know of other plans that have been submitted to them by doctors, all telling them that it has to be longer than just a couple of weeks or a month. It has to be for a long period of time. One swell swoop. It's got to be done globally. For God's sake, it was doctors that told me it needed to be global. Because if it's not global, we're going to get second waves. Look at Wuhan. Wuhan are letting their citizens out right now. They're putting their citizens out. So that means they're now spreading the virus again. Is China deliberately doing this? Is China using the sick as a weapon? I think they are. I personally think China is using this as a weapon. Not just as a, bio-weapon, but as a propaganda weapon. Because look at all the things they're doing. They sent those cargo ships to Australia. Cargo plane to Australia. And, yeah. And they're opening their factories. Don't buy anything off fucking eBay. Don't buy anything off eBay, folks, because even if they tell you it's made in Australia or made in the US, 95% of the time it's not going to be. Find out or the history of the product, look it up, find out if you can get that same product on AliExpress, because if you find it on AliExpress, it's going to be drop shipped to you, because that's where all eBay buyers and sellers sell from. They sell from eBay, they buy on Ali or Alibaba to get it even cheaper, and if they buy on barber and they've got X amount of stock in your country and they tell you they can get it to you overnight, yeah, then you know that it's in that country. But if they can't overnight it to you, you ask them, oh, can it be overnighted? They say yes, it's in the country. But if they say no, it's going to be drop shipped to you from China. They can get items to you in drop shipping within 4 days. Depends on how much they planned for it. So it's just everything out there that is happening is too scary for some people. There's some idiots out there that believe this is a joke. Unfortunately, they are the ones that are currently dying. And I'm serious, I'm taking his advice. I'm locked down, folks. I really am. As I said, I had to go out and do some emergency jobs, but I'm at the stage now where I'm telling people I'm not going out. I have to. I got everything I need. The only things that I need if I run out of food, which great chance I'm not going to, I can grow food, yes, and I've got the ability to grow the food. And I'm going to. I got a big 5,000 litre tank just in case something happens with the water. And I didn't fill my tank with rainwater, folks. I filled my tank with tap water so that I can use it. Because it may be needed as tap water. It's already treated, so I don't have to worry about it. It's got a treatment in there, it's got chlorine in it, it can survive in that type of tank for quite some time, but still advisable to throw an iodine tablet in every now and then. But, so you've got to be prepared, and being prepared for anything gets you through, and that's why preppers prep, because we're prepped for this sort of thing, we're prepped for running out of money, we're prepped for anything. Right, you think about it, you lose your job, how long does it take to get benefits? Forever. So you should be a prepper. You should always have 6 months worth of food in your cupboards. Always. Regardless. You should have a pantry with 6 months worth of food in it. Personally, I reckon I can most probably go 8, 9 months if I stretched it. And I could stretch it if worse come to worse and the system fell apart. Then I go in ration mode, and then I'd have 8, maybe 10 months worth of food in ration mode. And I know I can ration that out, and I can ration it out real well to make it go 3 times as long. So, what do you mean, don't we sleep? Daytime here, dude. I don't sleep in the day. Some of us live in the daytime, some of us live in the night time, some stream at night, some of us stream in the day. So high anxiety. Yeah, lose that anxiety, dude. Yeah, realise that people are awake at, what time is it? Oh, fuck, I've got to get my clock up. At 7:45 PM. Yeah. Of course I'm awake. It's dinner time. I haven't had me dinner yet. I've been streaming. So yeah, I can stretch my food out if I had to. I could turn around and say, okay, well, I know I don't need to eat. The human body only actually needs 1 meal per day. Especially when you're in this type of mode, in hibernation mode, you don't need as much food. So you can cut your food consumption down. Some of you are most probably already realising that you don't need to eat as much, because you're not burning as many calories, so you don't need to replace those calories. And you should make sure that you're on vitamins and minerals during something like this as well. Why? Because when you've got enough vitamins and minerals in your system, you don't crave food all the time, by the way. A lot of people don't know that. It's the craving for the vitamins, which is the craving for the food. So, yeah. You've got to turn around and you've got to ask yourself all these questions. Is it real? Is this video the real message? And I believe this video is the real message, because it's got all the identifying mark. I'm not saying marks, I'm saying mark, that it's the real message. Should you prep? Yeah, all the time. Everybody should be a prepper after this. If you're not a prepper, you should have masks. What do you think I had masks? Didn't have to run out masks because they were in a box. I've got candles, I've got matches, I've got everything. I've even got a life raft in case. I've got life raft. I've got a boat in the backyard in the event that the tsunami's coming. That boat goes on the roof, just in case. And yeah, it's light enough for me to get it up on the roof. I've even got the winch to get it up there if I have to. Trust me, I've thought of everything. And so you've just got to ask yourself, how can we survive what's going on? It's like the story of the man that's drowning. And then a guy in a canoe comes along and says, "Oh, jump on, mate, I'll save you." And the guy turns around and says, "No, God's going to save me. Don't worry about it, I'll be all right." And then a boat comes along. "Get in, mate, come on, we'll save you." No, it's all right. God's going to save me, don't worry about it." Flood gets worse and he's in a tree, and then the big rescue crew finally comes out in a helicopter and they try and save him. And he says, "Oh no, I'm all right, I've got the tree, God's going to save me, don't worry, go and save somebody else." Next thing you know, he's at the pearly gates. And he says to God at the gates, he says, "Why didn't you save me, God?" He says, "Didn't save you. I sent a canoe, I sent a boat, and I sent a damned helicopter." And you said, "Didn't try and save you?" So we need to be in that sort of frame of mind. Like, everything out there, we've got to look at everything. Everything. Including that video, for God's sake. Go and look at it for yourselves. Go and look at the video. It's going to change your life. Big time. Change your life. So, yeah, all you can do is, you've got to find the evidence for yourself, everybody. You must find the evidence yourself. You've got to put it together yourself. I found this channel months ago. I think I only subscribed to it a month ago, but I'd always go and check if there were videos. So, and then this pops up 2 days ago. So, is it real? Yeah, well, you look at what's going on, for God's sake. Look at what is going on. Something big is going down. Then this video pops up. Yeah, starts putting things into place. It really does. And it truly puts things into place. So, all I can say, folks, is sit down and watch the video. It's in the description. It's the first video in the description, and it's also plaqued multiple times throughout the chat. Watch it, for God's sake. Go and watch it yourself. I guarantee you're going to be sharing it. It's even got damn Creative Commons on it. You can actually play it. So, it's up to yourselves what you want to do. I love the beginning of it. Scares the shit out of you. You think you listen to some cringy music, then all of a sudden the voice hits you. So, yeah, it makes you wonder what in the hell is going on. So, all you can do, folks, you've got to make your own opinions in life. That's what I said. Like, I made my opinion that one day I might need to be prepped. And that prepping has helped me out numerous times. When I've been broke, when I've run totally out of money, no job, nothing, waiting on benefits. Yeah, you've got to think about all those little things. And then you got the time where you got so many bills, you think, shit, how am I going to pay the bills? Well, if you had prepped and you got all the food, you say, oh, well, we don't need to buy food. We've got plenty, we've got all that food in storage. We'll use more of that while this is going on. So we'll pay all the bills and stuff like that. That's what prepping is. And, but no one does it anymore. See, in the old days, everybody prepped. I learnt prepping off my grandmother, for God's sake. Her cupboards, would you know, my grandmother could feed a group of 50 family turn up at any time. Why? Because she was a fucking prepper. They grew food and they were prepped. You never went hungry at my grandmother's house. God, and trust me, I come from a large family, very large family. My father was a family of 12. I've got 15 brothers and sisters. There's 12 in I think 3 or 4 of the other families, and 6, and down to all the way down to 2 in the family. It amounts to a lot of people. So yeah, my nana needed to be a prepper because she never knew when the fuck anybody was turning up, because we just all turned up. No one ever, back then, it was just, we were going to nanas because you couldn't ring up in those days, because most phone calls were made to the government from a local phone box. No one had phones in their houses at that time. Sort of only the rich had phones in their houses at that time. So yeah, we just used to rock up, go and see our nana, and our cousins would be there. It was, fuck mate, it was amazing. Going to nanas was the best thing in our family, because we knew we'd see our cousins, and our cousins were our friends and shit like that. But see, my nana was a prepper. She was prepped for these events. And if I was living with my nana when I was a young fella, and like, my nana always made sure we ate well. And at this time, my pop's on a fucking pension, and nana's on a pension, and yet she always made sure that we were fed, because she had prepping stock food, always. And she grew food. Never stopped growing food until the day she died. She never got out in the garden. I got to admit, the neighbour did a lot of the work after Nan got real sick, and the neighbours looked after the garden, but Nan still had food. But Nan always made sure the neighbours had food. That's why the neighbours looked after the garden when she got sick. So by prepping, you're always right. Because things happen. Look at us. We're all locked down at the moment. But it's not a proper lockdown. This needs to be a proper lockdown, folks. We need to not go to the shops. We need not to go near anybody, because you've got to remember, those supermarkets are the fucking petri dish. Everybody's touching the fucking groceries. Everybody's touching the fucking fresh food. Think about it, folks. The virus. No one's thinking about the virus. I've just got to get food. This is why you prep, because I didn't have to do it. I have bought food, extra food, that I still need to buy on a weekly basis. But I haven't opened a single can. Why? Because I haven't sanitized them yet. I'm still in the process of making the alcohol. I've actually managed to get enough sugar to make alcohol. So, but I've also bought corn mash and wheat. So I'm going to be making old-fashioned moonshine to get the alcohol as well. And I know, let's just say I know corn moonshine. Yeah, it makes really nice, strong alcohol. Very strong alcohol. So I'm going to have a lot of good sanitizer. I've got the detergents I need to mix with it. I've actually managed to get some metho, but I can make my own metho anyhow, so it doesn't matter. And I've got the hydrogen peroxide. I've got enough to make 80 litres of sanitizer of hydrogen peroxide. You only need a 100ml bottle per 20 litres of hydrogen peroxide in your sanitizer. So it makes a lot of sanitizer. 100 mils makes a shitload of, 100 mils of peroxide makes a shitload of sanitizer. So yeah, I'm prepped. I'm currently, didn't get the video, I haven't actually set the studio up to make the tower, so you're going to have to wait for the next vid. Because I've got to move the couch, I've got to move boxes, and I've got to store, and I've got a storage problem because I've got all the extra stuff for the 40 days in the house. And I've got to move everything. I've got to get gardens done up, so I'm going to be doing a fair bit of outside work over the next few days as well, getting the outside wall garden going and getting the main garden going. But I will get another video up. But yeah, guys, you've got to be ready for all these things. But when you come across a video like that, it makes you think. If you've read the Bible as much as me and then you see that video, it's exactly what was said would be the last thing. So yeah, and he's even apparently showed people. So listen to the video, for God's sake. Listen to the video. You need to listen to his video. It's yeah, it's scary at the same time, but makes you happy at the same time. So all I can say is, folks, go out, watch that video. I'm going to call it quits because I've been going for nearly an hour, and I've actually not just streamed on this channel at the moment. I'm streaming on all my channels, and I do have, and I can only stream to 8 channels at a time. So each stream is like 3 hours total, because I do 1 hour this one, 1 hour on that one, 1 hour on that one, and talk about different subjects. And yes, the main subject that everybody's saying that's listening to us now for the BB channel. Yes, I'll get to the video on that one yet. It's just been busy. As everybody knows, everybody's in the same boat. We're all locked down. Yes, I'm at home, but now I've actually got to make my home so that I can live in it, because my home's pretty much just been a drop-in centre. I get out, but I go to college, come home, go to the doctors, come home, cook, eat, sleep. Now, it's actually, this is college, this is everything at the moment. This is work. So, yeah, it's got to be done. And we've got to live this way for a little while. So, yeah, let's get used to it. Because if you don't, yeah, you'll go get cabin fever like poor my darling Rach out there. And I know you're listening, darling. I know you're there. You're always there. So, yeah, it was quite a funny stream, wasn't it, Belinda? Very funny stream. So I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thank you for coming in and watching the stream, Belinda. Thanks everybody else. And yeah, I'm going to go before I lose my voice, because I've still got two lots of streaming to do so I can get to all my channels. So thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And yes, the coronavirus sucks eggs, and we can't really do much about it, but it sucks. And I believe that cannabis should be legal too. So does he. And I love that bit in his video. But yeah, so go and watch the video, folks. You're really going to get a shock. You're really going to get a shock. It sort of, like, especially the last couple of words that came out of his mouth, I had to cry. I nearly cracked up. I was crying and it made me laugh. But thanks very much. I love you all. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. And see that little thing down the bottom of the screen? He's clicking the little bell. If you don't do that, you're not going to get notified. That's why some of you don't get notified about my videos, because you've never clicked the little bell. I love you all. I'll see you later. Bye.